Hey Pi Pioneers, do you know that 2.8 million Pi tokens have just unlocked? No, let me ask clearly. Are you ready to become millionaire? Today is a moment every Pi Pioneer has been waiting for. I got breaking news that 2.8 million Pi tokens have just unlocked, kicking off a release schedule that will send over 1.5 billion Pi into circulation over the next 12 months. This isn't a trickle, it's a flood. 108.9 million Pi will enter the market this April alone, and roughly 134 million Pi will be unlocked each month thereafter. The question you have to ask is will this surge crush Pi's price, or finally give it the liquidity it needs to soar? Don't worry, because you are in right place to know every detail on this breaking news exposed by PI Network core team. Before we jump in, let me welcome you all watching from every corner of globe. This channel is your home for all things Pi Network. Hit subscribe and ring that bell so you never miss a breaking update. Also, join our community by dropping Pi Network to the moon with your country and comment section, because I love seeing our community map light up. Let's rewind for context. Back in February, Pi shot up 2,600% in just days, surging toward $3 before settling back down. Today, it sits about 80% below that peak. Now, with millions of new tokens entering circulation, will we see another dramatic swing? Or could this be the catalyst that brings real stability? The token unlock schedule is meticulously planned. April kicks off with 108.9 million Pi, May through July will unleash another 188 million, and by year's end, billions more will have been unlocked. In traditional crypto markets, that kind of volume often sends prices plummeting if demand doesn't keep up. But Pi's model is different. It was built from day one around a global community of smartphone miners, not deep-pocketed speculators. Right now, Pi boasts over 60 million registered users worldwide, with around 18 million KYC verified accounts and roughly 9 million active wallets performing real transactions. From peer-to-peer swaps in Southeast Asia to street markets in Africa accepting Pi for goods, we're already seeing genuine use cases before a single exchange listing. That grassroots activity could absorb new supply, keeping prices buoyant. But let's address the elephant in the room. How many Pi do you need to become a millionaire? It's the question on every pioneer's lips, and the answer depends on Pi's eventual fiat value. Enter the Global Consensus Value, or GCV, a community-driven model that playfully sets 1 Pi equals $314,159, a nod to the mathematical constant Pi itself. At that rate, just 3.18 Pi makes you a crypto millionaire. Fun, right? But most of us are aiming to mine and hold far more than that. Financial analysts paint 4 main scenarios for Pi's price by the end of next year. In a conservative case, with limited exchange listings and slow merchant uptake, Pi might trade between $1 and $10, making 1,000 Pi worth $1,000 to $10,000. A moderate scenario, fueled by growing decentralized apps and partnerships, could see Pi climb to around $100, meaning 1,000 Pi becomes $100,000. In an optimistic case, institutional interest and cross-chain integrations might drive Pi to $314 to $1,000, turning 1,000 Pi into $314,000 to $1 million. And in the ultimate GCV-based dream, community consensus could peg Pi at $314,159, a figure that keeps us all digging for every last micro-Pi we can mine. But uncovering value isn't just about speculation, it's about utility, real-world use cases that turn tokens into transactions. Imagine paying for your morning coffee in PI, or earning Pi rewards at your favorite online store. That's already happening in pilot programs across Asia, where small cafes accept Pi for breakfast and street vendors price their wares in Pi. Each unlocked token becomes a potential payment, not just a sell order. To tap that potential, Pi Network is forging partnerships with merchants, app developers, and payment platforms. Early launches include Pi-powered loyalty programs, decentralized finance apps, and integration with Ethereum and BNB chain smart contracts. These moves not only showcase Pi's technical capabilities, but also build real demand. As more developers build on Pi's blockchain, more tokens will be used, traded, and held, supporting price stability even as supply grows. Of course, challenge lurks around every corner. Regulatory frameworks are tightening worldwide, and unlisted coins often face scrutiny before they hit major exchanges. Pi's KYC process, aimed at ensuring real user trust, may also slow down mass adoption if users find it cumbersome. And then there's the psychology of supply. When millions of tokens unlock, some pioneers might rush to sell, causing temporary price dips. That's why timing and communication are critical. The Pi Foundation has stressed that token unlocks will coincide with new product launches, merchant rollouts, and developer grants. Picture a developer hackathon where successful projects receive Pi grants right as the next tranche unlocks. Suddenly, new tokens have an instant purpose, rather than fueling a sell-off. Let's zoom in on merchant adoption. In Vietnam, a network of over 2,000 small businesses now accepts Pi for everyday purchases. In Kenya, remittance services are testing Pi for cross-border transfers, cutting fees by up to 80% compared to traditional channels. And in South America, gaming platforms are rewarding players with Pi credits, turning gameplay into a mobile mining experience. These pilots prove that Pi can move beyond mobile mining into mainstream commerce. Now, back to the million-dollar question. How many Pi to reach 7 figures? If Pi settles at $100, you'd need 10,000 tokens. If it lands at $314, 3,184 Pi would do it. Even at a modest $10,000, 100,000 Pi puts you in the millionaire club. The exact figure hinges on which price scenario unfolds and on how well Pi's team executes partnerships, product launches, and community engagement. And don't forget network effects. As Pi's merchant and developer ecosystems grow, each new user makes the network more valuable for everyone. That's the power of a community-driven currency. Your mining smartphone isn't just earning tokens, it's helping build the payment network of the future. Up next, in our Pi in Action series, we'll tour the top 3 Pi-powered businesses transforming their local economies, from coffee shops in Hanoi to digital wallets in Lagos. We'll hear directly from merchants, see real transactions in progress, and show you how Pi is moving from theory into practice. Hit subscribe and turn on notifications so you don't miss it. Finally, a quick reminder. This video is for entertainment and information only, not investment advice. Always do your own research and consider your risk tolerance before trading or holding any cryptocurrency. Before we wrap up, I want to hear from you. Which price scenario feels most achievable? Are you a GCV believer, banking on $314,159 per Pi, or do you see a more conservative $10 to $100 range? Drop your thought in the comments section.